so this is a radical equation because it has a square root in it. So domain restrictions. We find domain restrictions noting that we can't take the square root of negative numbers. So what's under the radical, that's x plus 2. Cannot be negative. That means it is positive. So this means that x has to be greater than or equal to negative 2. That is my domain restriction. Okay. Now, to find the solution, I need to square both sides. So I'm going to have the square root of x plus 2 equal x, and I will square both sides of this equation. So on the left side, I'm going to get x plus 2, and on the right side, I get x squared. So you should be very comfortable now recognizing that's a trinomial. In order to solve that, we have to set it equal to 0. So I'm going to move everything to the right side. So subtract x, subtract 2, and that will give me, this is 0, equal x squared minus x minus 2. Okay. So come back up here. So 0 equal x squared minus x minus 2. At this point, you should be very comfortable knowing to solve that you need two numbers that multiply to negative 2 and add to negative 1. So it's going to have to be some combination of a 1 and a 2. If the 1 is positive and the 2 is negative, those numbers multiply to negative 2, add to negative 1. So that means that 0 is equal to x plus 1, x minus 2. Set each of those equal to 0. If x plus 1 equals 0, then x equals negative 1. If x minus 2 equals 0, then x equals 2. Those are my two solutions. Anytime I square both sides of an equation and I get two numbers as my answer, I must check my answer. So I'm going to verify my solution. So let's do that right down here. I should have enough space. So I've got to check. Let's check when x equal negative 1 first. So I go back to the original equation. I plug in negative 1. So negative 1 plus 2, square root of that, equal negative 1. So under the radical, 2 minus 1 is 1. So I'm asking myself, does the square root of 1 equal negative 1? 1 equal negative 1, that is not true. So this is not a solution. Okay? So that does not work. Now let's check 2. Does the square root of 2 plus 2 equal 2? On the left side, I've got the square root of 4 equal 2. 2 equal 2. That's correct. So in this case, x equal 2 is the only solution. Okay? I thought that x equal minus 1 was a solution, but when I checked it, it is not. So very important, when you square both sides of an equation, you want to check your answer, especially when you get these two answers back. You need to double check that.